Hi guys, and welcome back to World of Tanks and another random destruction for you, and hopefully the sound will come through okay, because just before I set up to do this I dropped my microphone. So yeah, everything seems to be working okay, but yeah, fingers crossed, eh? Anyway, I'm in the Motherland. This was from a few days ago when I was, well, I had an attempt to play this and sort of, as I said in the other video, you know, not been feeling too well, and I just had a couple of rounds and thought, no, give it up. But I did save this one, and I had to save it using my PS4, you know, the inbuilt recording feature, because my capture card, in fact it might even be a couple of weeks ago, this one actually now, thinking on it, I can't remember when I did this, but anyway, my capture card was acting up. I don't know why or what it was doing, but every time I tried to open the actual program, it opened 3 of itself for some reason, even though, you know, I was only clicking on it, you know, double clicking, that was it. And I just could not figure it out, and it took me most of the day to actually get it sorted, and ended up having to sort of uninstall and reinstall, etc. to actually get it done. But anyway, enough of that. So the Motherland, yeah, on Redshirt, and in fact the next replay I think is also on Redshirt. And it's not an outstanding match damage-wise or anything like that. It's a decent match, it's a nice match. But I decided to show it as well because it kind of, I don't know, it shows a pretty big mistake by the enemy team, and it's one that that I've seen teams make quite a lot in encounter battles. Not just enemy teams, you know, my own team has done it as well, and it is really frustrating when your team does it, but that is basically just the whole team kind of goes for cap. Or not so much, I mean, they've not so much the entire team's gone for cap, but a lot of them have gone off in that direction. They've completely ignored the other direction, which, as you can see, has allowed myself and my teammates to start encircling the enemy team, and that is, like I say, that's a mistake I see far too often on both, you know, both teams, friendly and enemy teams, on encounter battles, is that they'll sort of kind of just head off towards cap, maybe a little bit more to the middle of the map, and then think that that's enough to sort of defend that area. But as I said, they sort of ignore the other route, the back route, if you will, as you can see here, you know, which is the right hand side, the eastern side of the map, if you want. And I've seen it on, not just on Redshirt, on loads of different encounter maps. But this is the result, unfortunately. You then end up in a pincer movement, and you're basically taking fire from both sides, which is not a particularly good or pleasant place or situation, should I say, to be in. But I do like the Motherland. I'm quite disappointed in myself, actually, that I've only got 1 mark. I know it sounds a bit sort of snobby and a bit sort of elite, you know, elitist, but yeah, I'm a little bit disappointed in myself. I've only got 1 mark of excellence on here, because I have had it since the original release. I've probably not been in it as many times as a few people, you know, as a lot of people have, but I think I've got over 200,000 XP on this, sort of saved up. But I think my problem was that when it first came out, nobody knew where to hit it or pen it, and you know, you could be quite, yeah, I mean, you could be ridiculously aggressive in it, and I kind of got stuck into that way of thinking, and kind of, I mean, you can still be ridiculously aggressive in it, but people know where to pen it now, and a lot of people, you know, if they're not sure, a lot of people will just load up premium as soon as they see one of these things, because there's not much. I mean, they're very well armoured, and there's not a great deal of stuff sort of lower tiered than, you know, sort of in the tiers below this that it'll see that can actually pen it frontally, etc. You know, it's same tier counterparts can, and obviously the upper tiers can, but it can also bounce and block from those as well if you know how to angle it, or you get yourself in a good position. So yeah, I just ended up not doing very well in it for a while, and then just didn't go in it for ages, and I've started getting back into it recently. I say recent, the last few months, because I do enjoy this tank. It is a great tank. You know, I've just had to adapt the way that I play it. You know, it was all down on me, basically. But yeah, that VK there, I did ignore him a little bit. I was sort of counting on my teammates to take care of him, which they were, and they were keeping him distracted. But then I think he saw an easy opportunity when he put that one into me, and gave me a very sort of rude nudge, as if to say, yeah, I'm still here, pal. Not anymore. Oh, there's an enemy Motherland. Should be able to get on him yet. Going for the engine shot. See if we can set him on fire. I'm in a very good position to shoot at him and him not be able to return fire at me effectively. There we go. He's dealt with. And we are now really whittling down the enemy team. We've only lost 3 tanks in this because we've been able to encircle. A lot of the TDs stayed over on one side. We had a couple up front sort of spotting, and it just seemed to allow them, or you know, from the map anyway, from their positioning on the map, it seemed to allow them just to put sort of shots in relative safety as well, and sort of keep them at bay while we just circled round on that top side. And as I said before, you know, not an outstanding match damage-wise or anything like that, but just a nice, decent match. Some nice teamwork from our team. Highlight, you know, sort of that video highlights a big mistake from the enemy team ignoring that other route round and going straight for cap. Hopefully, sort of, I mean, you know, you can't control your teammates, can you? Really, it's just not feasible. But hopefully, the more people that see this, again, sounds a bit big-headed. Just hopefully, if people see that, it might highlight that issue, and people, you know, next time they see everybody on the team going that way, even if 4 tanks think, actually, no, I'm not going to just follow the rest of the team, I am going to try and cover this other way. If, you know, if they're on my team, I'm going to be happy with that, because then maybe we won't lose. But, I don't know, I'm just rambling a bit. I am very, very tired, by the way. Not had much sleep over the last couple of days. I think total about 6 or 7 hours sleep over the last couple of days. So yeah, I will ramble more. I tend to do that when I'm quite tired. Anyway, I'm in the Ferdy now, another tier 8 match. I've had some, do you know, today and yesterday as well, I did try and get some games in yesterday and try and get a video done yesterday, but it was a busy day with sort of visitors, and I just got crap, basically, just crap footage, crap matches, and even though I had really favourable matchmaking, I just didn't do very well. And today I have had some very favourable matchmaking. I've had some enjoyable matches. Nothing particularly outstanding today. You know, where you're getting, you know, sort of 5,000 damage and what have you. But just some nice matches, some nice matchmaking, some nice wins, and just some steady matches where, you know, I've sort of come top, or I've come in the top sort of 3, and you know, it's just been a steady, enjoyable day on it. Which is great, but it's not so great when you're trying to get footage for a video as well. Because I really haven't got any, or much at all saved up, because I did have some, but then I got to a point where I couldn't remember what I'd used, and I was searching back, trying to figure it out, and I couldn't, so I ended up just dumping a few. Nothing great in there, so I wasn't too bothered. But I did end up dumping a few, and I'm now sort of trying to get footage saved up again. But anyway, regardless of that, here I'm in the 30 again. I've said that before, but it was doing the review for the Fortress Ferdinand. I've not been in my 30 for a little bit. I've sort of been doing the daily double in it, but that's about it really. But doing the review for the Ferdinand, for the Fortress Ferdinand, should I say, really got me in the mood to play the proper Ferdinand. I did genuinely enjoy that tank. It's just, I enjoyed playing in it because it's a Ferdinand, and I quite enjoy playing in the Ferdinand myself, the regular one. And I don't know, I think it's a funny one, that Fortress one, for me personally. I mean, I just think that, you know, yes, I enjoyed it. Yes, I liked the performance of it, even though it had got the 105 with the lower alpha. You know, it did increase the pen on it and what have you. But to me, it just doesn't seem worth that 13,000 price tag. And somebody, and I do apologise, I don't remember your username, but somebody made a very, very valid point in the comments on that video. Is, you know, why would you buy that when the Ag Tiger 88 is available? And it is cheaper. And I do see the point. It is cheaper, it's got preferential matchmaking, and the Ag Tiger 88 can earn a hell of a lot of silver. It really can. That is just a silver earning beast. And it's partially due to its rate of fire, and it's partially due to its really cheap ammo cost as well. But anyway, back to this one. Yeah, been quite aggressive in the Ferdinand. I do normally try and like to be quite aggressive in tier 8 matches if I can. I was hoping to kill him with that ram, and it was so close. I did manage to knock his tracks off with reversing, and I took it from it, and my teammate sort of backed me up there a little bit. Didn't mean to knock into him. But yeah, when I'm top tier, I do like to be very aggressive in the Ferdinand. But again, you do have to kind of be wary of what you're going up against. You know, check at the beginning of the map and have a look and see what sort of things in there can really do you some damage. And it's like, you know, going up against that defender, I knew he'd be able to pen me and do some damage. If I wasn't careful, T44, he's going to struggle unless he swaps to his premium, or, you know, sort of sit and just give him a nice shot on my lower glacis, etc. So it's like with everything, it's just learning what you can push against, what you've got to be wary of, you know, as with every tank. That's something I do like doing in fixed gun TDs, or sort of turretless TDs, should I say, is using the sort of gun arc with that Jagdpanther there who's moving forwards. So I turned to the left and basically led him by using the fact that my gun couldn't turn anymore. So I just kind of used that as a bit of a judgment. It was a lucky shot. It doesn't always work, you know. I'm not that good at it, but I'm getting better in these turretless TDs, or certain ones anyway. And I was thinking at this point actually that I might not get any more damage done throughout this match, because we've kind of come round again. We've pushed round on that side. The team, those TDs sort of up on that top side, seem to have been holding off the enemy team quite well, but the rest of the guys that are with me, most of them are faster than I am, so I was a little bit unsure as to whether I'd actually get any more damage done at this point. But I thought I'd try sneaking, and yes, that is in air quotes, because, you know, it's a Ferdinand, it's big, and I'm crashing through walls, so it's not exactly sneaky. But yeah, sneaking through the village and try and get round on this TD and see if I can just get a little bit more damage done. Most of the stuff's gone now. There's a light tank that's been taken out by Scorpion G, and all that's left is a T29 and this AT over here, and I can't remember which one it is. I think it's an AT-15. There you go. I can feel my throat going a little bit now, my voice going a bit gravelly. That's probably down to tiredness, and oh, hoping I could just take him out with that one. He does have a good rate of fire, and I knew I'd take another hit or two there. I was kind of gambling a bit that, well, I was gambling a lot actually, that either I'd reload in time to take him down before he managed to DPM me to death, or that my teammates would kill him, and luckily for me, my teammates took him down. Now, the last time I saw that T29, and unless I'm mistaken, there were two T29s in here, he's up just sort of in this bit of a valley that I'm just coming over here, off to my right. That's where I thought he was, and me and a lot of the team thought he'd actually come back over this way, but as you can see, it's popped up on the map over there, so it actually gone the opposite direction. But hopefully I can get a shot at him from where I am. Move up here a bit. Yep, there we go. Let it aim in. Nice. That was a lovely one. Now if I can just get another one of those into him, I'll be quite happy. Is he going to die before I reload? No, he's not. And of course, it goes just over. He went into that slight dip there, or back over the brow of that hill, and it just sailed over the back of his tank. And that's it. I am pretty much resigned to where that guy's going to die. Yep, there he is. And that's the total amount of damage that I'm going to do for that game. But still, I enjoyed it. It's the best game I've had today, the highest damage game I've had today. As I said, I've had some nice steady games, some nice wins, but just nothing particularly high damage. I've actually seen some really nice teamwork from the friendly teams today, so that's why I've sort of had some nice wins, but not without massive damage. But there you go. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed that, and I hope it's entertained you slightly. You know, so there you go. I'll be back tomorrow with another video for you, all being well. So until then, take care of that, and I'll catch you next time. See you later.